were brought into, well, at one point you portrayed the Hunico character, which I loved that. I love the bicycle thing. Have you ridden a bicycle since then?
Yeah, I have the green and the red bike here in my house.
Oh, that's incredible.
I kept those. Yeah.
One of the things I always wanted to see was you in a Royal Rumble and Kofi Kingston to land on the bicycle, drive it around the ring, and then get back in.
That would have been a great spot to do, but we
I
never got a chance to do it. I
I,
got taken out one time by Big Con. She threw me out. That was terrible. I was like,
uh,
man, do I have to do this?
Yeah,
But
I've
I was
always
like,
been
"Hey."
so fascinated with how the Royal Rumbles work, and you were a part of several of them, including one over in
Yeah,
Saudi Arabia. How
yeah.
different was the one in Saudi Arabia to work through than the normal ones? Because we're talking about 20 more people in that than usual.
Yeah, but the good thing about that, it was each of us would go out like after a certain time. It wasn't everybody in the ring at the same time. Like
Mm,
usually we start with like 30 people in the ring and we start like battling it out. This was like one after, I think after a minute or after 30 seconds,
yeah.
they would send somebody out and they would give us a little time to actually do some cool moves in the ring and things like that. So that was the difference about that one. It wasn't like a big crazy smosh everybody in
Oh,
there,
just this, the typical battle royals. Yeah.
yeah. And that was that, but yeah, it was long. And that was the epic Titus O'Neil slip, remember?
Oh
Man,
gosh.
yeah. And I know a lot of people when they think about it, they laugh, and we laughed in the back. It was crazy, but then if you really look at the look at back, if we would have had the old wrestling ring where they have like the screen, imagine he could have really hurt himself, broken his neck or something. But good thing that the ring, he could have gone underneath, and there was like a little like a barrier also in the middle, and he went on the side. He would have hit it, it would something really bad could have happened. So inside of all that, funny stuff that happened, that's my way of thinking. Like, man, like you could have really hurt yourself, or something really bad could have happened. But I'm glad that he didn't. It was just a funny moment, and I got to live that. It was a lot of fun. He's a good guy too.
He
He,
is a great
he
guy. I've always gotten
yeah,
along well with him, and I mean, he's being
yeah,
recognized, which is really
yeah,
great in the Hall
yeah.
of Fame. So yeah, how was Saudi Arabia for you? I know you went over there a few times. You had went over there before the deal too, but you were also on the not so great trip
Yeah,
too.
that wasn't fun at all. Like a lot of the boys were really upset. A lot of the boys were really. We felt that the company let us down in that sense of like just keeping us out there. They didn't really care. They were coming up with all these excuses about the plane not leaving because they were ordering a part. They had to come from a different place and this and that. But I think we all know the truth.
Had you
We
heard that Vince had a disagreement with the head guy
no,
over there? Because that's
No,
what.
we didn't. We did in that moment. We didn't know at all. I
Yeah,
had no idea what was going on until like I think the next day. Then we actually were like we were there for like a day and a half. Like and like I felt like I was being a hostage, being like in a country. Like what do I do? Like a lot of the guys were like thinking of should I get a? I'm gonna go to the airport and buy myself a ticket and go back. Like we can't leave. Like what are you talking about? Like like if they gave the order from up there, nobody can leave the country. So it was just sad to be able to realize that and that true they didn't care. They left. The bosses left, and they left us there stranded and see when they get back. And so a lot of the guys actually when that happened, they went to the office and said that they want to go back.
yeah. I know Andrade was
Yeah.
one of those people, and
Andrade, Kevin Owens, some of the guys actually, I think Daniel Bryan said it too, and
yeah.
some of the guys that were like, no, we don't want to go back, and it's understandable.
Do
We had a
you?
meeting after that.
That's what I was about to ask you about that.
It was a bunch of like just going here and there, like nothing concrete said about what happened.
And that's a big money deal for them. So for a lot of their
Mhm.
top guys to be like, we're not going back, that hits hard.
Yeah, but a lot of the guys get paid the same.
Hmm.
It wasn't like they were getting paid extra. They were making a lot of money, but not the guys.
Yeah.
Only some of the guys were really getting a lot of money. Other than that, the guys that were soldiers like me, they were always there. Not really. It wasn't like they were gonna get this big bonus. Not true.
Yeah.